This week on Real Moms, Real Stories, Real Savvy.
Ashley Howell is like any other mother taking care of her family. Here she is, 8 months pregnant, preparing lunch for her son.
There you go.
A spoon. Yes, it's gonna be much easier. See? There's your napkin. My condition is basically a congenital abnormality with my limbs, and I was born without my legs and without my left arm. I didn't have any clue that there was anything different about me at all. I was a cheerleader, I was on the swim team, I sang, I had plenty of friends. As I went through high school, I dated and had boyfriends and learned how to drive, and just been real normal. What is that right there? A school bus. When I got pregnant the first time, my parents were very encouraging. I'd always been told that the birth defect I had was not genetic, and so never was very concerned about passing it on to my kids.
From an obstetric standpoint, her pelvis is really no different than anybody else's pelvis. Her issues are more extremity related, and so technically I guess you could call her high risk, but from a reproductive standpoint, I didn't expect her to be much different than really anybody else.
He actually seemed almost like a kid in a candy store with me because I was so different than any of his other patients. So he kind of got excited about it almost.
I don't know that I have anybody else in my clinic that I could compare her to. She's my N of one.
My husband and my daughter are both physicians, and in the 30 years that they separated them in medical school, there hasn't been one iota of difference in how disability has been taught.
I wasn't taught very much at all in medical school about disabled women pregnancy, other than, from a basic medical physiology standpoint.
I think the difference between a congenital disability and an acquired disability is really more the mind perception. When you're early on, you don't know any different, so you adapt and you figure out how to do it, because as human beings we move forward and do it.
I'm just so used to, doing everything else in life with one hand. I just didn't really think about trying to find help. You didn't want to go out there without your jacket zipped up. It's too cold for that. Me having one hand has been normal. If I had two hands, I would have to go through therapy to figure out how to use them. I mean, I'm so used to just having one hand. Raising him was just like anything else. I just did it.
Ashley, too, has never let her disability prevent her from following her heart. In addition to being a loving wife and mother, Ashley is also in a band, Hedge & Howell.
Hedge & Howell really is my best friend and she and I have been singing together since '99. We're kind of on hiatus right now since staying up until midnight and trying to actually sing when I can barely breathe. It's not gonna happen.
These remarkable women are living proof that being physically or cognitively challenged doesn't mean you can't be a proud, loving parent.